Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. Well, I want to talk about the last couple of vlogs that I put up, and I know you watched them, I'm sure you did, but those were on my work setup with my Microsoft Surface, my extra monitor on the side, and then my Apple Cinema display on the background there. And if you noticed in a few of the shots, there was getting a lot of glare and reflection on the glass that was on those monitors, and it was kind of hard to see what was going on in the actual video itself or the demonstration. So at the time when I was filming it, I didn't really notice it as much, obviously, because I was directly in front of it and doing all the work and everything. So I looked around, and I know I've used these before in my photography and stuff, so I picked up this little guy right here. It's a circular polarizing filter that I got specifically for my EOS M3 here. I'm going to be putting that on my camera lens and just seeing what kind of results we can get. This basically cuts down on reflection on non-metallic surfaces. It also deepens the sky and a variety of other things that I'm just going to experiment with and see exactly what we can do and not do with this guy. Now this one's a circulating one, or a circular one, which means I can rotate the filter to get the desired effect that I want. Either a lot of effect or lessen the effect depending on how I turn it. And depending on the lens you put it on, when you're zooming in and out and focusing, a lot of times the front of the lens will turn too, so you got to keep that in mind. This particular lens I have on my EOS does not do that, it just goes straight in and out. So I do have the ability to turn the filter on the lens itself to get the effect I want without it going off kilter or out of effect once I start zooming in and out. So let's go ahead, pop this puppy open, and like I've said, I've used these before when I do photography and stuff. This one, particular one, is by Tiffin. I've used a lot of their filters in the past, the skylight, the UV filter, basically to protect my lens from crashes and cracks and stuff, or just protect it from the extra ultraviolet rays it may hit on film. But now that we're in the digital age, you probably don't need them as much, but I still use them to protect the lens in general. But like I said, this is the polarizing one that does a circular, so I can adjust it as I need it for the effect. So let's go ahead, put this on, and hit the road. So there you go, guys, just a quick little update on my vlogging system, this circular polarizing filter. As you could see in the video clips that I showed you, it did really good on the aquarium. I did have to readjust it every time I did a different angle on the aquarium, because different reflections require different polarization de-effect or effects. So I had to adjust it there. I wasn't able to show you the blue sky, unfortunately, because it's pretty cloudy today and pretty windy out, but we'll try to get that in some future vlogs, because I'm going to keep this filter on the camera probably permanently now. It doesn't seem to affect the exposure or the system as far as sharpness or focusing, so I'm going to keep that going on there. Hope you enjoyed this little setup today. Go ahead and look for it if your camera can accept the polarizing filter. Some vlogging systems and cameras that you may be using out there don't take filters, but if it does, this is probably a good choice. This was like $20, very inexpensive to pick up. I'll put a link of how I got this one through Amazon. It was the Tiffin one. I've always used Tiffin. In fact, when I was putting on the polarizing one on top of it, I already have a Tiffin UV filter on it, so it's a double stack filter now. I'll probably take off the UV since I won't need two on there, and we'll see what we can do in future vlogs. I'll keep you updated on other things that I do to my system. Like I said, this is the EOS M3. I've been using it ever since I started vlogging almost 2 years ago, so hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.